Organizational Systems at FCA Analysis by Laura Figueroa. Faith Christian Academy, as we know, is FCA. It's located in Orlando, Florida, and is a K-12 college prep educational institution. We have about 125 employees, and our core values include scholarship, integrity, affordability, and spirituality. According to the website, we commit to develop a biblical worldview in all educational programs, display integrity and Christ-like character, provide an educational experience that is high quality yet affordable, and disciple and foster Christian leaders through creating a school culture that shares God's love with the community and the world. Our school vision statement is to provide an affordable Christian education, partner with families to raise followers of Christ, and offer a college prep program with competitive athletics and professional fine arts. The reason for this analysis is because of department expansions through the growth of student support services during the 2021 and 2022 school year, the growth of our athletics department in the track and fields, and increased enrollment in elementary departments for the 2022 to 2023 school year. It's also a celebratory year for FCA and Faith Assembly. Our girls basketball team went to state championships this past Saturday, and Faith Assembly transitioned to a new lead pastor with plans to continue strong support of quality Christian education in FCA just this past January. And the third reason is for a continued marketing strategy, as FCA offers Orlando area parents the most affordable private Christian and college preparatory education. Now, what is a system's purpose? Today we will further understand a system's purpose and how they apply to an organization like FCA. Systems thinking is the discipline of applying structure and connection to organizations with growing complexities such as ours. Systems thinking will be shown through leadership staff, the faculty, the students, and our parents. It's the connection of the head principal to our division principals, to the teaching staff and support staff, through the student body and our parents. Personal mastery is defined as the discipline of one's perpetual journey to excel in growth and learning and living life from a creative standpoint as opposed to a reactive standpoint. Again, we can see this discipline displayed through the leadership, the faculty, students, and parents at FCA. The division principals hold several degrees. Our head principal has a doctorate in education. The teaching staff as well holds several degrees, not just bachelor's, but many hold master's degrees, and a couple hold doctoral degrees. Students are encouraged to excel in their subjects, and parents are also encouraged to excel in supporting the students. Mental models, by definition, are the different perspectives of ideas or concepts through the lens of people's implicit biases and prejudices. Managing mental models by guiding an organization into a successful pattern of progress is able to occur after achieving productive and honest discussions that can build processes of resolution for the company's success. Through FCA's leadership, faculty, and students and parents, open discussion is encouraged constantly. Open communication between the leadership, faculty, the students, and parents, whether it be through face-to-face interaction in meetings, through email, through phone calls, through websites. The shared vision discipline is defined as organization members intrinsically invested in a larger purpose they created to pursue. The shared vision of the leadership at FCA is constantly communicated in meetings, emails, through the sites that we share within our faculty, the support staff, the teaching staff, the students, and the parents as well. Now, the discipline of team learning is accomplished when organizational members are aligned in their thinking, efforts, and purpose. Team learning is a skill that can only grow through practice. Team building through group projects, cooperative learning, cooperative working can be accomplished within the leadership staff, the faculty, and again, through the students and the parents. In conclusion, the summary of the systems and Senja's 5 disciplines at FCA were discussed were the systems thinking, mental models, personal mastery, shared vision, and team learning. The effectiveness of the disciplines applied to FCA could be more efficient with our communication between departments and from the staff and faculty to our parents. The better we are at communicating openly with discussion and dialogue, the more cohesive we can be as an organizational system. Now let's discuss organizational systems theories at FCA. What are organizational systems theories and how do they apply to our organization? The first to be discussed is the resource dependence theory, which is the framework that focuses on how resources affect an organization. External resources are exemplified through material resources, information, and influence. Material resources at FCA is dependent on the tuition brought by parents. The information can be brought through individuals with information that affect our organization, and the influence of the leadership to include the pastoral staff, the teachers, and leadership that greatly affect Faith Christian Academy. Institutional theory is defined as the framework that focuses on the methodology and practices of established rules as communicated by authority figures. The institutional theory applied to FCA can be exemplified through rules and regulations as established in the faculty handbook and our student handbook as effectively communicated through the staff. Scriptural and spiritual beliefs are also established through the Bible and communicated through our pastoral and educational leadership. Population ecology theory is the framework that encourages or encounters or focuses on how encounters with different environments influence the behaviors of individuals in a learning organization. An organization's success relies on the members' ability to fulfill the needs of the population and the environment. Such needs in FCA occur through the environments. We have several cultures and different languages that are needed to be tended to. Different needs include students and even some staff members who need counseling. So FCA this year hired a full-time counselor due to the events of the pandemic and the post-lockdown. And then the needs to help us retain students through student support services. That department is also expanding because students need further support to help them with the success of their education. Agency theory pertains to the relationship between principals and agents in which the principal is the representative of the agents who hold the control of power. Cuerva Asura et al. Compares agency theory to resource dependence theory, suggesting that resource dependence defines power that is owned, while agency theory is power that is loaned by those who actually run the organization. I felt it necessary to include this comparison to clarify the definition of agency theory. The relationship between principal and agent can be seen through our head principal, Dr. Rumba, as he lends authority to the division principals that are divided according to the lower and upper elementary, the lower and upper secondary divisions. Internal and external mechanisms can be seen through how teachers are given authority, and those who run the organization externally all work together throughout the staff and faculty to help through the control of the power throughout our organization. Now, in summary, organizational systems applied at FCA are the resource dependence, institutional, population ecology, and agency theories that were just discussed. The effectiveness of the organizational systems at FCA have been very effective, except for sometimes agency theory works in favor of parents of students who bring multiple tuitions, or parents with multiple students that attend at our private school. Now, how agency theory and resource dependence theory come into play is that sometimes these problematic students are given multiple chances after suspensions are given and possibly expulsions should be given. The 4 management functions and systems at FCA. What are they, and how do the 4 functions apply at our organization? The first management function applied at FCA to be discussed is planning. Planning is the act of making engagement goals relative to an organization's culture, mission, and values according to Concrete 2015. Now, our head principal, our lead principal, is very, very organized, and he's a planner. So he helps make engagement goals, and that is trickled down through to the division principals, the faculty, and is attempted to be communicated and enforced with the students in partnership with the parents to help them make goals that can be completed throughout the school year. Leading is motivation or motivating organization members to execute a plan in a coordinated effort, which sounds a lot like planning, but it's actually executing that plan that is made. And again, it's helpful when not just the leadership leads, but also the faculty, and then leaders are brought up through the students and through our parents. Organization is creating order and structure within a hierarchical system of functions and processes of a corporation. It is especially helpful that the top of our leadership is very organized, but also all of the teachers have to be organized in order to plan all the lessons and the different subjects or different grades that we teach. We try to enforce organization within our students, and then we enforce and encourage organization with our parents as well to help the students become more successful within our educational organization. Controlling is adapting plans according to the evolution of the environment, people, and processes of a learning organization. Now, controlling is applied especially within the leadership to help our faculty, students, and parents as we evolve. And the needs of the students and parents are constantly changing, and they're constantly evolving, which means the teaching staff has to evolve as well. And then, of course, our leadership has to evolve to help us all coordinate in a concerted effort, and so that we're going in the same direction of progression. In conclusion, management functions of planning, leadership, organizing, and controlling applied to FCA are actually done very effectively. Although controlling could always be improved. We're never going to reach perfection, but it can always be improved as the people and the environments at our organization are constantly changing. Now, the STAR model at FCA consists of 5 parts including strategy, structure, processes, rewards, and people, according to Galbraith 2014, page 17. Structured strategy is effectively relayed from the principles at a top-down approach through the hierarchical system of authority at FCA. The head principal makes decisions, and rewards and systems are communicated to the faculty through our different division principals. Sometimes communication can get askewed when teachers report to multiple division principals, such as teachers that teach special subjects to include physical education, art, and music. Now, the conclusion of all of these analyses to review are the 5 disciplines of systems thinking, personal mastery, mental models, shared vision, and team learning at our wonderful organization of Faith Christian Academy. These disciplines are exemplified from our staff from the top throughout the entire organization. Systems of resource dependence, institutional, population ecology, and agency theories at FCA are also evident. And management functions of planning, learning, organizing, and controlling at FCA, just as discussed, have also been executed pretty effectively, and the STAR model as well. Recommendations for improvement would be the STAR model approach, such as the time spent during meetings between division principals and teachers. As mentioned before, the special teachers, they have to answer to all of the division principals if they teach multiple grades. So that can get a little bit difficult and overwhelming when there's multiple meetings that are scheduled and they take too long. So that could definitely be improved somehow. Be able to communicate through just one division principal is what I would recommend, as opposed to all of them. Now, the planning, learning, organizing, and controlling aspect could be improved as far as the follow-through of organization of class scheduling and communication between managers and the faculty, as well as improvement of controlling when people and environments change. And again, I mean, there's always room for improvement. FCA is a fantastic organization, a wonderful school that does offer affordability for the quality of education that is offered. So we have so much to offer, but again, there's room for improvement. Here are my references. Thank you so much for taking the time to listen to my analysis report. God bless.